YouTube? It's your boy, King Mother F. You already know the rest, but let's share it together, man. King Mother F. says it, man, top of the morning. At least it is for me. But with all that being said, before we get to this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out the description box. Follow my other channel and hit the like button because we are on the road to 2K. DDG. I'm like getting really serious about this, man. Like, hey, like I said at the beginning. Well, I said it in the beginning. At the first video, it's like if you doing this, like look to go, to get in a rocket to go above the cloud, that's tight within itself. But if you're doing this all just for the music video, even though look, my opinion, I hope and I think and I pray that the music video goes up. But if it don't, that is gonna be a whole. I mean. You still got the experience though, but it's still like, bruh, that's a whole lot of work just for a video not to do what it what you wanted to do. So I hope it all works out. No kidding. Let's get to the video.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself, Daryl?
Good, man. I'm just trying something new, trying to be you for a day. I just wanted to ask you a few questions because I'm
sure, man.
Yeah, I'm really fascinated with the fact of.
Are you recording this or not? So you're recording it already, or you just want to do the free flow interview?
No, I'm recording. We can go forward.
All right.
So, how long what's the longest you ever been in space?
I've done short missions, 14 days to the International Space Station.
Mm-hmm.
It only takes 8.5 minutes to get up into space, man.
Really?
You go from 0 to 17,500 miles an hour in 8.5 minutes.
God damn.
It's the best e-ticket ride Disneyland could ever hope for.
That's crazy.
And if you're sitting down as you're going up, you'll start, because it's accelerating from 0 to 17,500 miles, the G-forces, gravitational forces start building up on you, and you end up experiencing as you reach the top before you cut off the engines. You end up experiencing the equivalent of 3 Gs. And if you're wondering what are 3 Gs, imagine you're lying down on the floor and you put a thin piece of plywood on top of you. Okay?
Yeah.
Now imagine 3 of your buddies that weigh exactly the same as you do, and they have 1 foot on the floor, all the weight on that floor, and they lift up their foot and put it on the plywood, which you're under.
Yeah.
Okay, but no weight on it. That's T-0 before you take off. Then as you take off, through the course of 8.5 minutes, your buddies switch weight from the foot on the floor to the foot on the plywood, which you're under. So 3 of your buddies at 8.5 minutes are on top of the plywood, pushing you down. That's how it feels. And it's even hard to breathe because you can't expand your chest. So you're almost kind of high.
Yeah, with all that, bro, that's a whole lot of pressure. It's pushing. Your chest can cave in like that, bruh. Yeah. Bruh, DDG, I don't know if it's working, dog. I don't know, man.
For ventilating. And then the engine's cut off, and that big 500-pound gorilla disappears, and now you're able to breathe again, and so now you're up in space.
That's crazy. Damn.
Yeah. You take video, you take pictures and all that. And like I said, that's why I wanted to find out who you're going with, because I wanted to find out what your profile is. If you're just going to go up and come down, then it's going to be a short flight. You're going to go up 8.5 minutes. The engine's cut off. You're going to be up there for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then you come down. Because I think yours is suborbital.
Yeah.
Because if you were to go on an orbital flight, you would go around the world once every 90 minutes at 17,500 miles an hour. But I think your profile, from what I read, is you're doing a suborbital flight, which means you're going to go up, engines cut off, and then you're going to come down.
Oh, okay.
And so it's a total flight of about, 11, 12 minutes, but it's still going to be awesome. You're going to enjoy the ride up.
So, has there ever been any problems with going up there? Like any health problems?
Yeah. In space? Yeah, I don't want to scare you, DDG, but space is not routine, dude.
Yeah.
You know, we lost a space shuttle. We lost 2 space shuttles with all their crew in accidents.
How you lost them? Are you saying like went up there with another team and they just drifted off?
No. When I was in graduate school, before I became an astronaut, right? I was in graduate school. This was I think it was 1987. And the space shuttle, the Challenger, Space Shuttle Challenger went up, and about like 60 seconds into flight, it just exploded, man.
Oh, fuck.
It exploded. And we lost the crew, 7 people, including a teacher.
Oh, man.
And then fast forward to 2003, a Space Shuttle Columbia took off into space, went to the International Space Station, just like my flight. And then on the way back home, it had a hole on the wing, and heat went in, broke the wing off, and it broke into pieces, and we lost 7 people.
God damn.
So it's real, dude. It's real. But you should know the risk. There is risk. It's not.
Damn.
It's not like a walk in the park, man.
That's crazy. Wow, so
but you're gonna enjoy it, man. You're gonna be the first rapper in space, dude. I mean,
but how is that?
How was that?
But do that scare you from going in there? It scares you from being an astronaut?
No, man. Hey, you get the label to send me with you, I'll go with you, dude.
Hey, you gotta think about yeah. The reason why he not scared because this is the life he chose. This is like firefighters. This is what they chose. This is what they was born to do. Like me, I'm not walking to no fire. Like now, depending on who up in there, yeah, I might have to just try it. But firefighters, this is what they live for. They only people they live for that. Like they know it's a chance that they gonna go to war and might not come back. Or if they do come back, they might come back missing something or missing piece of their memories or their mind might be messed up with PTSD or whatever. But yeah. Hey, astronauts, man, you still gotta give them that credit because they know they going to, like you said, that's a whole lot of speed you're going up. You got all that pressure on your chest, bruh. Yeah, I don't know, dog.
That'd be lit.
I would go with you in a heartbeat.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's how much I like going. So I would go with you. You tell your label, hey, bring Jose along, man. I'll be right there, dude.
Oh, okay, good.
Once you do it. I mean, how many freaking people can say they got up into space, man?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be the first rapper to do it, man.
Yes, sir. So what do you do for 14 days?
We were building the International Space Station. The International Space Station is an orbiting lab that goes around the world once every 90 minutes. And we built it module by module, and we were the second to last mission to finish its construction. So we were kind of like the move-in guys. We brought in 7 tons of equipment that we installed inside the International Space Station. And then my buddies, I'm the flight engineer because I'm in charge of helping pilot the shuttle. So I didn't go outside, but my buddies went outside, did spacewalks, and they installed like ammonia tank assemblies. They installed some antennas. They installed some cameras outside. And so we were busy. We installed, imagine, 7 tons of equipment. That's a hell of a lot of equipment we had to install.
But you don't feel it when you're out there, huh? It don't feel like 7 tons do it.
Oh, no. Everything's floating, man. Everything's floating. So it's kind of pretty easy to move stuff, from one place to the other. So you can pick up
a car in space, huh?
Yeah.
What the?
You can. Yeah, it's hard to start moving it because it has mass. But once you start moving it, it's not a problem at all.
Is it like being in water?
I think it's easier because water provides resistance when you move around.
Yeah.
Space doesn't. That's why when you're up in space, don't make the rookie mistake, man. When you go up in space and you take off your seatbelt and you start floating, don't start doing this.
Okay.
Kind of like trying to swim.
Yeah.
Because there's no water, so nothing's going to happen. You're just going to look silly doing this.
Yeah.
What you want to do is you want to get a surface like the wall, and you push yourself off.
Oh, okay.
And then they'll take you to the other and stop yourself. You know, because that's how you're going to move is by pushing yourself. But do it very gently. You know, don't do this thing because then you're going to go screaming the other side. You're going to bang your head.
Oh,
so what you want to do is you want to do it kind of soft. Okay.
Ah, that sounds lit, man. I'm low key excited. I'm like have you ever been scuba diving?
Yeah, I'm a certified scuba diver, man.
Yeah, I go scuba diving a lot. So that's like.
Yeah. It's a lot different from scuba diving, but the fact that you got that experience, that's good because you're gonna see. But in scuba diving, though, you do this right to move around. In zero G, you don't do that. You use surfaces to push yourself from one side to the other.
Shit. So what do you eat up there for 14 days?
We had dehydrated food, man. We had
and freeze dried.
We had you familiar with cup of noodle, right?
Yeah.
Cup of noodle soup. So that kind of food, camping food, where you add water to it, it rehydrates, and then you sort of just eat that. And then you also eat like military meal rations, where they'll have a piece of steak in a sealed kind of like foil. You open it up, you heat it up, you open it up, and then you eat it. That type of stuff.
But what happens to? I heard like there's something that happens to your weight, like you got to work out constantly or something like that when you're up there.
Yeah, if you're gonna be up there for a long time, you suffer what's called muscular atrophy. Muscular atrophy means that if you're not using here on Earth, you're always walking. You stand up, you walk, so your leg muscles are used to that. When you go up in space and you don't walk, you're floating, your leg muscles become weak.
Oh, shit.
If you're up there for like a week or so, it's okay. You can weather that. But if you're up there for like over a month, your muscles begin to get weak because you're not walking. The muscles you used to use every day, you're not using them. You're floating. And so what happens if you don't exercise them? When you come home, they're going to be too weak. You're not going to be able to walk because you haven't been using them. So what we do is we have a protocol where you have to exercise 40 minutes a day. But that's only if you're gone for like 2 weeks to 6 months that you have to do that. So even if you're up there for a full day or 3 days or whatever, you don't have to exercise because that's not long enough for your muscles to get weak.
Is it like, have you seen anything weird in space?
No. I stared out the window a lot.
Look, that's one thing they're never finna say. They're never finna tell us that, bro. Like, that's one thing. It's like, you gotta think about the humans. Like, we're quick to panic about something. Especially, even though it's been plenty of time that, we all heard and we all seen on the news or some type of history channel that, aliens are real. Aliens are real. But, if somebody from, like, a current astronaut was to come home like, yeah, I seen a spaceship, it went this, I think a lot of people will panic. That's why they don't, that's why they don't release that type of stuff. Because you gotta think about a good majority of the world is based upon religion. And religion is basically, everything is human. Everything is about humans. So once they get to bring, it's aliens out there, that means we're not the only people here. That's gonna mess with a lot of people's mind. I think that's why they don't release that type of stuff.
And see, I had my camera, video camera, everything ready. See if I saw something, any aliens ship or something like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anything, man. I didn't see anything.
It's just black. It's just.
You can see the stars, the sun, and stuff like that. If you turn the cabin's light off and you get dark adapted, you can see the lights. What's trippy is, when you go outside, here on Earth and you see the stars, they twinkle, right?
Mm-hmm.
They twinkle because of the atmosphere. But when you go out in space, there's no atmosphere. So they don't twinkle. They're like LED lights.
They just little lights.
So they're on constantly. But they look the same as in Earth because you're not that much closer to them. But they're on constantly, and you kind of get like a depth perception. So you kind of could tell which star is farther than the other. So that's pretty cool too. That's pretty trippy.
Oh man. So I always had this question. I think nobody been to the moon. Has anyone actually been to the moon?
Yeah, we've been there. Apollo 11 through Apollo 17.
And how far is the moon?
First guy was Neil Armstrong in 1969. The last guy was Gene Cernan in December of 1972. I didn't go to the moon.
I don't know. No. They said that was fake, bro, but I don't know. No, I ain't them, so I don't know.
But I went around the Earth for 14 days at 17,500 miles an hour, which means I went up and went around the world 217 times in 14 days.
Damn. How long does it take to become an astronaut?
It took. I got rejected 11 times, man. It wasn't until the 12th time. But you have to become. You get your degree in science or engineering. You get a master's. You get a PhD. You learn how to scuba dive. You learn how to fly, and then you work in the industry 4 or 5 years before they even consider you. And even then, I got rejected 11 times. It wasn't until my 12th time. Best of luck, man, and enjoy it, man, all right? Make sure you enjoy everything because it's a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And then when you come back, you're officially an astronaut. You know that.
For real.
Once you go up there and you come back, you're officially a freaking astronaut.
That's crazy.
So don't let anyone tell you any different.
Appreciate it, man.
You're an astronaut, dude, all right?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, man. Take care, all right?
All right.
I see you, man. Take care, DDG. Bye-bye.
Hey, like I said, man, for the opportunity of going, like I said, in a rocket, going above space, that's tight within itself. So with that, I would go. The health risk, it's like, man, like, oh man, like that chest, that pressure part, that's what got you the most. And then it's like, yes, anything is possible going up. You got to think that's a whole lot of speed. And then when you come back down, we all just seen movies. I don't know if that's really real that when they coming back in, like all that fire part, but it might be because you coming into a different atmosphere. And then you come in with all that speed, all that pressure. So, man, pray for DDG, bro. Okay, catch y'all next video.